So the question today will be, is the Linsanity run going to continue? I'm at Taco Bell because they dropped a couple of new items. I feel like every month Taco Bell comes out with something new. So there's two new things on the menu. They have their steak jalapeno fries, as well as the nuggets are still here, but there's a new sauce, which is this Diablo sauce, but with Mike's Hot Honey. Mike's Hot Honey is, I think people are starting to get annoyed with Mike's Hot Honey because it is literally everywhere at this point. They have collabed with like 15 to 20 different companies this year, and I wish I was exaggerating, from Ritz Crackers to Jersey Mike's to now Taco Bell and everything in between. There's so many. I'm going to actually try to look up how many collabs there were and put an overlay here because I feel like it is getting out of hand at this point. As far as the taste of Mike's Hot Honey goes, I do like it. I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't, but it is getting oversaturated. But I'm one of the people that is like a fan of Diablo sauce. A lot of people don't like it, but I'm a huge fan of it. I put it on everything. It is the only sauce that I tend to order 90% of the time, and I'm excited to try it. So that's what we have today. I also have a bunch of things from Taco Bell I haven't tried from their Cravings menu that I just never got around to doing. We know what the nuggets are because we were here a couple of weeks ago when they came back. So I'm not going to waste people's time. I like these, but sometimes the execution isn't that bad and they get over or undercooked. These look like they're a little overdone, but who cares? Mike's Hot Honey Diablo sauce. Let's get a scoopy scoop. Get in. I know a lot of people are not going to like that. I'm going to say this to get this disclaimer right off the bat, right out of the way. I've already said it. I like Diablo sauce, but I'm here to tell you, if you don't, I would not try this because it is Diablo through and through. I mean, it almost tastes like a spicier, slightly sweeter Diablo sauce. Like, there's nothing else to this. Like, there is genuinely not much else to this other than if you took the Diablo sauce that you bought here and you just poured some Mike's Hot Honey in it. There's nothing else to that. So, with that being said, do I like this sauce? Yes. But I don't think it's for everybody. I know there's people watching this very video saying, I don't like Diablo sauce. Don't get it. Do not waste your time. While I am a fan of it, I do have to give a little bit of like a gripe, I guess. Mike's Hot Honey. I feel like you remind me of, myself in college. I just was trying to jump on anything. And at this point, I feel like they're just adding themselves to things. When they do Mike's Hot Honey collabs with 90% of them, there's very few that haven't done this. It's like they just throw their hot honey in something or on something or around something. In Taco Bell's case, they just took one of their existing sauces and mixed it with Mike's Hot Honey. They didn't do anything else. They could have just gave you a packet of Mike's Hot Honey to put on the stuff and it would have had a similar effect. And I think it probably would have been smarter because Diablo sauce isn't the most popular sauce at Taco Bell. So they probably should have put it on the side so people could put it on whatever they wanted to, or made their own proprietary sauce. And I just feel like they're missing an opportunity because they did the same thing at Jersey Mike's. You had the option of just throwing Mike's Hot Honey on a sandwich. And in that case, you can just buy your own. Like, you don't have to really do anything special to go out of your way to get this because most people know what it's going to taste like without even trying it. And I just feel like you're wasting whatever opportunities that you're doing because you're clearly spending a ton of money to do this. And you're not doing anything other than, okay, we're just going to pour it on some stuff. And that is disappointing. I thought they would do something else with this, but it is just, it's literal. And while I may like it, I don't think that this is going to be one that's going to appease the streets. It's not going to feed the masses. So selfishly, I'm going to give this an 8. But non-selfishly, I'm going to give this a 5 because it's just like not anything special or imaginative or anything. And I don't know, Mike's Hot Honey, bro, you gotta get a girlfriend or slow down because you just keep collabing with everybody. It's crazy at this point. So that's what I got to say about that one. But I'm going to say this again. I personally like it. I just don't think it's for everybody. But let's try this Fire Ranch this time. I didn't get to try this last time. Also, if I'm being real again, their nuggets today compared to last time, they're really overcooked. Like, I've seen a lot of people complaining. Well, not complaining. Well, giving their opinion. Now, they thought these were kind of dry, and today they are. Like, if you watched my last video, they weren't this dark on the outside, and it wasn't this dry on the inside. So, I'm not finding this one as enjoyable. Their fire ranch is the same idea. Hidden Valley Ranch. Take fire sauce, mix it up. So the claim, the best sauce of any of these nuggets is still this. And that's that jalapeno honey mustard. That sweet and spicy, kicked up honey mustard is easily the best sauce for these nuggets. If they don't cook them to the point that they're burnt hockey pucks. But this sauce can save it just a little bit. I'm a little disappointed in that sauce, but we still have to try these loaded steak and jalapeno fries. So they're nacho fries with cheddar cheese, steak, jalapenos, and they added creamy jalapeno sauce. But I'm gonna be real again. Okay, first of all, this came in a Mexican pizza packet, so maybe they ran out. No big deal. But do you think that this deserves the phrase loaded? I've been defending Taco Bell left and right. I still love Taco Bell, but this is a location issue, I'm gonna guess, because what the hell is this? But either way, I'm sure they're still gonna taste good. So let's get one of the 4 pieces of steak I have here. These fries cost $5.49 alone, by the way. Let's try them. You're not gonna miss. I just don't really feel like they're loaded. But this is, to me, classic Taco Bell, where they're going to take a bunch of pre-existing ingredients and they're going to repackage it and call it something else, and out comes this. So while I have again become a huge fan again of Taco Bell, and I do like their new sauce, and I still like these, I don't think this current, whatever they're calling this rollout of these things, or anything to necessarily get excited about, because it's all pre-existing stuff that I don't really think you have to go out of your way for. So I'm trying to give you a biased and non-biased from my opinion. I'm still going to rock with these. But from the opinion of, are these worth saying, oh, I had to get out of my Taco Bell? Unless you're in the mood for it. No. So these fries, I'll give them a 7. You're not moving a needle for me either way. And I still, above all, you can see I clearly like them. Hold on. Excuse me. Jalapeno honey mustard, where you at? I still, above all, would rather just order the nacho fries and dip them in whatever the hell I wanted to, because I'm in the parking lot. I went through the drive-thru, so they made my food fresh, and these are already getting soggy with all the stuff on them, which always happens. So I just like getting regular nacho fries. That's just my opinion, but they still do taste good for Taco Bell. I ain't mad. But now we have a bunch of things I've never tried from Taco Bell. The first one is this 3-cheese flatbread chicken melt. So it has their cheese, like their 3-cheese blend that they call. It's in one of their gordita shells, and then their chipotle sauce. Mad Libs. Let's get a little Diablo sauce on there. Matter of fact, let's go with the hot Honey Diablo sauce. There we go. I feel like you know what I'm going to say. Like, I'm not mad at it. Next up, we have their classic stacker, which seems to me like a quesadilla. So they use the same quesadilla shell, but they put their beef 3-cheese blend and nacho cheese sauce in it. And this one also costs $2.99. So it's pretty much like a ground beef quesadilla that they don't put in the quesadilla thing to melt it down, but they kind of do. Seems like there's a lot of tortilla in here. Like in this case, again, I would rather just get one of their burritos that you would get more ground beef in, and it just seems like a little bit more filling. It's not bad. Tastes like everything else I've had from Taco Bell. Into this Mike's Hot Honey. The sauce, for me, I like the sauce, but when I looked at the picture of this, they had it all stacked up. It looked like there's a ton of stuff in here, and this one is like barely filled. So it's just, I know they call it the value menu, but I don't feel like I'm getting a lot of value for this, as opposed to, if you're gonna look for like the cheaper eats at Taco Bell, I think you just have to get the burritos, because it just seems like it's way more filling than this. This is also decent, but there's just better options. I've said this a ton of times at Taco Bell. I'm just not the biggest fan of their ground beef, but I don't dislike this because it's got so much cheese and stuff in here that it kind of masks that texture that I'm just not a fan of. But I'll give this a 5.5 out of 10. And finally, I did get a burrito. We got the chicken enchilada burrito. This costs $2.99, just like the rest of their stuff, because all their value menu, their Cravings menu, is under $3. So most of it is $2.99 or $2.89. There's some that are like $2.69. But chicken enchilada burrito has the red sauce and rice and beans and cheese and sour cream. It just seems like better value. And it feels like better value. It also has chicken as opposed to their ground beef, which I don't really care for. Normally they charge you extra for that, and on here they don't. If I'm going value menu, it's 1,000% the burritos is your best bet. The Mike sauce again. Yeah, that's the best one. Value or Cravings menu, burritos are the play. This one, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I like the fact you get all the rice and all the other stuff in here. It just works. Also, there's no way that I'm not using this jalapeno honey mustard again. Yeah. That's the best sauce now. Easily. Overall, short version, if you like Diablo sauce, you'll probably like that. Otherwise, nothing here to write home about. I'm still a fan of Taco Bell. I know they come out with a ton of different stuff. Not all of it is going to be this crazy inventive, but in this modern day fast food market, everything is about, limited edition items, and they're just taking advantage of that. I'm not really mad at them. I'm still a fan. I hope they come out with more stuff. Taco Bell, it's all love with me. I still owe the honest opinion to you, the viewer watching. Unless you want to try this, and I don't think there's anything to do, I wouldn't go out of my way to get it. Just buy your own bottle of Mike's Hot Honey at this point if you really like it that much. Just bring it with you to these places because they're not doing anything different. Mike's, you are a bop. There's nothing else to say at this point. So I appreciate y'all, man. That's going to be the end of the video, and we'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.